Director Will Gates.
Bo G. Simmons.
And you are now watching Conversations with QBall. Q-Billy!
What up?
What up, everybody? This is Conversations with QBall. On today's episode, we stepping into the world of independent film, culture, and Chicago storytelling at its finest. But before we get into that, we got Shannon the Shooter in the building.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Shannon the Shooter, the Conversations with QBall producer.
You dig.
In the building.
You dig. All right. So check this out, y'all. Our guests today are powerhouses behind the lens. Chicago independent filmmakers William Gates and Bo G. Simmons. William Gates, a visionary director known for bringing raw, authentic urban narratives to life. From grassroots productions to impactful independent features, Gates has built a reputation for telling real stories with cinematic depth, turning local talent into big screen energy and keeping Chicago's creative pulse alive. Joining them is his creative force, Bo G. Simmons, a dynamic collaborator and storyteller, helping shape powerful independent film projects that spotlight culture, community, and the grind behind the scenes. Together, they've helped move Chicago's independent film scene forward, creating opportunities, producing compelling visuals, and proving you don't need Hollywood to make something legendary. Welcome, Bo G. Simmons and William Gates. What's up, y'all?
Oh, man, I'm honored, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's happening,
Man, the pleasure, legend.
Man, I'm glad to have y'all here. For real. So, we gonna go on and just jump right in. So, let's start here. And both of y'all can answer too. You know what I'm saying? What made y'all choose film instead of music or street entrepreneurship growing up in Chicago?
For me, it was man, I can't give no credit other than man, it was divine, man. It was divine. Just divine timing, divine intervention. It was just God. My senior year of high school, I went to it was senior ditch day. We went to go see a movie called Belly. And yeah, and that movie basically changed my life, and it inspired me like no other thing. You know what I mean? Just being a 17-year-old kid from Inglewood, man. Everybody I knew and everybody I looked up to and close was gangsters. They was killers. They was, you know what I'm saying, just in the streets, you know what I mean? Or other than that, they worked a 9-to-5 job. But it was just something that just took over me when I seen that movie, man. It just touched me in a way that it was like, whatever that is, whatever they doing, I want to do that. Yeah. And then I just took it upon myself to do the research. And then, I went to film school. But, yeah, it was Belly, man. That opening scene just grabbed me and touched me, because other than that, I couldn't tell you. I was lost. You know what I'm saying? I was a lost kid. I ain't telling what I would have been or how I would have turned out had I not went to see that movie Belly. Shout out to Hype Williams. It's my dog.
Man.
On that thing. You know, with me, I was an artist before I ventured off into film. So, you know, doing music is a young nigga's game. You know, I'm 45 now, so like I started to get older, my whole beard started getting gray, and then Chief Keef, and then Lit Dirks, and then Shorty. It's like I'm like, oh man. So you know, I'm a writer. I still had to find a way to utilize my pen. So I'm like, okay, I can't write albums, but I can write movies, and
right.
you know, I can get gray and old in the director's chair. Ain't no age limit on that.
For sure.
I never knew that I'd be making movies. I never seen it in my future growing up. You know, not until like 7, 8, 9 years ago when I wrote my first script. Other than that, it was, man, just trying to find a way that I could still push my pen, because at heart, I'm a writer.
Okay. All right. And speaking of belly, you know what I'm saying? Shameless plug right quick. But yeah, shout out to Hype, you know what I'm saying? We had a chance to be a part of that production. You feel me? I got a gold plaque for it. You feel me?
I hate to fanboy out, but I seen you in the movie. I knew that movie. I know that movie like the back of my hand, man.
It was awesome, man. It was an awesome experience, y'all. But
I can only imagine.
man. But yeah, so what was the first project where y'all felt, yeah, we different? Like different from any other directors that's out here, any other, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What was that first project to let y'all know, like, yeah, we here?
I mean, I don't want to sound whatever, but the first one right out the gate, the chemistry for Win for Losing, it was just like, man. You know, it was something that we've seen before. We've seen Heist. We've seen, you know, so it may, but it would probably be the Candy Store when we turned the channel and went straight black horror, like something that we don't really get a chance to see besides box office. And Will can tell you a little bit more about that because you know he the horror man. You know, the Candy Store was his idea.
That was the moment I knew we were different because a lot of people don't know. Doing music videos and documentaries and docu-series, you'll never know, man. My true passion, I love horror.
Really?
All types of horror, man.
Okay.
I really, really love horror, man. I love all of the horror directors. So when I brought the idea to Bo, and then Bo just kind of went down that rabbit hole, I was like, yes, we're about to do it. And then when we did it, and we seen how people clung to it, and what I mean by people, I mean all types of races. When we dropped the Candy Store, we had, you know, not just black people, it was white people, Asian people. Everybody was hitting us up because, you know, one thing, all of these movies, they do have a certain demographic and color and trait, but with horror, that line doesn't exist. A horror fan is just a horror fan. You know what I mean?
No color.
No color. We come for the blood and guts and gore. You know
Right.
what I mean? But then, you know, you got your hood films and your Hallmark movies. But in horror,
Right.
we all share that, man. We can kumbaya together, though. So it was dope.
Yeah, I didn't ever think about that like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Horror is its own genre, you know, and it's like,
Man.
yeah, y'all right. I
Yeah,
never
we don't
thought
care
about
what.
that.
It attracts all demographics, all color, all the races, all
I never thought
ethnics.
about that.
Yeah, we don't care who died, man. Just that somebody got to die. And we don't care what color the monster is or nothing. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope.
Horror fans, they love horror.
Fans truly just bring. We won.
That's dope.
We're a
That's
unit.
dope. All right. Is Chicago being portrayed accurately in film right now, or is it Hollywood still getting it wrong?
I'm gonna say no. Hollywood definitely gets it wrong. Me and bro was just talking about this. Like when you watch other films where, you know, if somebody from Texas, they're gonna have what? A Texas accent. Somebody from New York, they're gonna have a New York accent. We shoot a film, film is made in California, LA, over there, they're gonna have that West Coast accent. In Chicago, they just omit our accent, and it's just people just talking regular. Whether I'm going to go to the car,
Right,
we don't talk like that. We
exactly.
say car.
Yeah,
You know what I
we
mean?
say
We
car,
eat pizza
for real.
puffs, gyros.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's up, Charlie?
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
On phone them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we got a twang, and they just don't care about that twang. We watch several movies and or series, and as of yet, nobody has really gotten that right on a Hollywood standpoint. Independently, we get it right. You know what I'm saying?
So-
Because we have the culture.
So, is it that they forget about it, or is it that they can't capture it correctly?
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't
They
care,
don't care.
man. That's what it is. They don't
Okay.
care. The passion is they don't care. You think about it. With Chirac. Chirac was made by a legendary New York director.
Yeah.
He was not qualified, and I love Spike to death. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I may be out of pocket for saying this, but
No, you're
it
not,
wasn't
because that was a film that highlighted and showcased our culture here in the city, and it didn't. You know what I mean? They still yet to like. There's a few TV shows that may have it here and there, but they got to stop throwing that New York backdrop on us with that old Irish bossman that runs the corners and all of that. Bro, ain't none of that going in Chicago.
It's Director Will Gates.
It's your boy Bo G. Simmons. Make sure you tune in to CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time. You never heard radio like this.
Ain't none of the this family and that family running the bro. You know, they try to keep it real and true. I'm not sure any of the people that really write those shows are from here. You know what I mean? They just tapping into the algorithm and into our culture. They gonna come in and feast on us because we don't have people like that in that position to come and do it ourselves. So, like, I mean, you know, they gotta watch out for us. The independent film community in Chicago is like, I would say it's stronger than Hollywood in Chicago by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to work. And as far as like the Chicago spreading and like everybody knows who our movies are. A lot of people knows who other filmmakers are, indies, but they don't remember like an episode or two off of the TV shows that we watch on the network.
Right.
The indies is we the ones that's putting on. And we gonna be the ones that's gonna give you the real culture because we're of it. The writers are of it. The directors are of it. Our actors are of it. We know, we understand the story. It isn't no. What do you mean when you guys say this? All right, see, nah, you know what I'm saying?
It's like an independent film renaissance going on right now.
It really is.
Man, we at the head of that. You know what I mean? And us along with a couple of other filmmakers, man. And it feels good that we all pushing towards, you know what I'm saying, something greater.
Yeah.
For the city and for the talent.
Yeah.
Because to answer your second half of that question, no, we don't have a identity or a look. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, we knew what California was, smelled like, looked like, tastes like, without even going out there. Yeah. And same thing for New York. You know what I mean? They don't know what we look like, sound like besides the rappers that they follow, and they think everything drill, but it ain't. You know what I mean? We got real life stories going on over here.
Yeah. And also, man, I noticed something on Tubi that I just recently seen, that Tubi has a category, a Detroit category for indie movies, and I feel like y'all are in the forefront, you know, and can reach out and be like, look, we need that for Chicago because they got a for Detroit, by Detroit actual category.
Yeah.
That's big
for indie movies.
Yeah, that's salute them guys. They
salute,
did something.
Salute.
They were kind of like, you know, we late to the party, but we catching up. We got to do that collectively as a community.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Me and bro, we do our part, but all of the other filmmakers and actors and producers and executive producers, man, we got to push together, and I guarantee you we can make it happen because you got to think Chicago is one of the third largest cities.
So what would it take for that to happen? Like all of the independent filmmakers to get together to come together to do that?
Nah, just build this. I think I don't think it's far as us like rallying, but just building a catalog that could sustain that subcategory. You feel me? Because as of right now, we're building collectively as a community. But you know, I think it won't happen overnight. But probably in the next couple of years, we should be able to have a catalog to be able to sustain that category. Because you don't want to go in that category and it's 10 movies.
Right.
You know what I mean? That defeats the purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the more the merrier when it comes to that. Because, like you say, it says for Detroit, by Detroit. You know, so that means there's a whole bunch of them out there working. Like we need it ain't gonna be just me and Will or one or two other filmmakers that's out here doing what we doing. That's gonna give that look, cause just like how we say, man, them Detroit niggas, it's gonna be them Chicago niggas. It's gonna be that S on the end. Like it's a whole bunch of us that's gotta stand up and be accounted for.
Moving
for sure. All right. What part of Chicago inspires your visuals the most? Is it the struggle, the ambition, or the style?
For me, Chicago as a whole, bro, because you got to think, if you look at my film category, my first film was a novel written by Chicago African American woman author, Secrets of a Side Chick. Then my second film was Win for Losing, which was a heist film, you know what I'm saying, written by Bo G. Then we come horror. Then, you know, we got Blindsided, all-female cast, you know, and then after that we got Preacher's Truth, which is what is
Supernatural
that?
drama.
Supernatural. So all of that comes from just being and living and being a part of Chicago. I think our films will reflect every aspect of it, not just the hood, not just the urban market, but it's gonna tell our stories. You know what I'm saying? As black filmmakers, we're gonna tell all of the stories, the good, the bad, the ugly. I would like to think.
Okay. So, do y'all feel responsible for changing the narratives in the city through film?
Totally.
Um,
The ones that we can control, the environment and the situation around us, not something that's far reach. You know what I mean? Like controlling our narrative on what we mean and what we represent, and not having somebody else control our narrative.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
From that aspect, and from that aspect, absolutely, we're gonna change the narrative. But far as like changing the narrative, my stance on that is art imitates life. So as long as we live in life and life is the way it is, our art gonna reflect it. And once again, that's gonna be the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
I'm not here to sugarcoat or, paint a false narrative of something that isn't.
Yeah, because me and Will gonna push the lines. No, like for real. We have conversations like, man, you think this gonna be too of a sensitive topic to add in here this character, or man, how do you think people gonna feel about eating kids? They gonna blackball us, man. They like gonna never, you know what I mean? Like we gotta, but in real life stuff like that really happens.
Yeah.
Like
So we talk about that all the time.
All the
I have
time.
to lay it out, like making a kid. This I'm like, yo, like what you think it did? He ate kids. You feel me? What do you think Freddy Krueger did? He killed kids. What did Jason? Everybody like most horror movies are based around what teenagers and kids because as adults we what the fuck we scared of? I'm scared of a light bill. I'm scared of being homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your demographic, you always have to kill. I mean, you have to, try to touch and reach the younger minds because those are the minds that is like, you think about when we got introduced to Chucky, we was kids.
Yeah.
Wasn't no grown people scared of Chucky, but we was.
Right.
No grown people scared of Freddy Krueger, motherfuckers scared to sleep, Leprechaun, and shit like that, Candyman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was geared towards us. So when you do horror, you always geared to the younger, more impressionable minds because adults, man, ain't shit scaring us, man. Goddamn, you gotta go to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Shit.
and all three of those things that you named, man, that represents Chicago, man. We unique in style. We got our own culture, and I forgot what the other ones you said was. But like,
what did I say? I said the struggle, the ambition, or the style.
man, there you go. That's a Chicago nigga. Just if you got to say 3 words.
We're gonna make the best out of everything.
Right, for sure. Well, I know you touched on this a little bit earlier, but what's one of the Chicago stereotypes y'all tired of seeing on screen?
Man, that's a tough question
because a lot of stereotypes with us about damn near about true.
Yeah, and we don't really get to see that many. Like, we can count on our hands how many movies that were based in Chicago that was geared towards us, our culture. We got a lot of what was it? John Hughes did a lot of Ferris Bueller and shit like that. But those are our white counterparts. It wasn't nothing about like shit. Cooley High, masterpiece. So I can't say nothing bad about that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, we don't really have no stereotypes because we don't really. Like, what's our case study? What do we have to?
I mean,
compare
it depends on what we're talking about. Are you talking about overall? As like
overall
what
thing.
they throw on us? How like the other day they was trying to say Chicago people got the main character lead man complex or something. You talking about stuff like that?
Damn, no, like stuff like that. But also you had said earlier, about how they say car and this and this. Like they it's like they don't portray the city correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Oh yeah, on that aspect,
that's some shit I'm tired of seeing. Like what you.
Listen. When they go in production meetings, nobody say, "Hey, we need a Chicago consultant to actively portray the gang culture, their how they say things, the food they eat." They just omit all of that and just go straight towards their story, tell their story, and we have to accept that shit because we don't have we don't have the voices here to stand up and be like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You go to California, them gang members gonna be around now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so you come on they block, you got to give a couple of the Bloods a job. You got to give a couple of the Crips a job.
Yeah.
And you know they gonna be with those actors that's from the UK or from Atlanta, and they you gonna ride with me for 3 weeks, and this I'm gonna take you. This what we eat. This how we talk. This how your posture should be. You know, we don't do that, and they don't do that here.
It's Director Will Gates.
It's your boy Bo G Simmons. Make sure you tune in to CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time. You never heard radio like this.
Yeah, John Singleton did that with Shorty from Snowfall and Dub C.
Yeah,
Made him
Dub
hang
C
out
was
with
a
him for 2
consultant,
months,
yeah.
hip to hip. Take them around the lays of the land and show them how y'all talk, how y'all walk, how y'all eat, how y'all, you know what I'm saying? They don't consult
Franklin
Chicago.
done a great job. You know what I'm saying? That character, and you would think you never have thought that was played by Brit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
An actor from the UK. But they took the time to, you know, even with Stringer Bell. Nobody knew Stringer Bell was British, you know what I'm saying? But they did that in The Wire, you know what I mean? Because you know that Baltimore accent, that motherfucker crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did them justice. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Snoopy, yeah.
Baltimore stand behind that. They like, this is a great representation of it. So,
so-
you got to go to the independent film circuit to find any kind of that in Chicago.
Wow.
Like that authenticity.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that those shows aren't good, but it's not authentic.
Right.
Yeah, no, they're great. They're just not authentic, true Chicago.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's get into the creative processes y'all, have. Who's more hands-on with the actors and who's more focused on the visual aesthetic?
Shit, we both 50-50
That's-
on that. Like,
Yeah.
tag team, motherfucking the Hart brothers, straight up. You know,
Okay.
no bullshit. Like,
There's no plan, there's no set for that. It could just, man, all hands on deck at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because at a certain time, Will may be wrestling with the camera, and if I see him doing that, then I know get your ass over here and get these actors together. If he see me over here working with some
Vice
people,
versa.
like
It's
we
like,
won't even have
yeah.
to ask. Like it's just he see what I'm doing and knowing what needs to be done and what's not being done to just fill that void.
yeah, our
instantly.
chemistry is damn near
know?
like we share the same brain. So it's just like we know exactly, and it's a few handful of director duos out here, but it's shit. It's a science to that shit, because other than that, you know, it's gonna be ego versus ego, and then shit ain't gonna get done. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a pissing contest. So to be able to do that is, man, we both know what got, like you said, all hands on deck. Sometimes I won't be working with the actors or the camera. I'll be holding the fucking boom mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
know this sound in this particular scene has to be right.
Right.
So who better to do it? Me or him? You know what I mean?
Right,
'Cause
right.
we don't trust nobody with our baby. You know, these films are our babies. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can't just drop our kids off at fucking stranger house. You know?
Yeah. I feel you on that.
and that it's always something new for a lot of the actors to work with two directors at the same time, bouncing back and forth. Like man, who do I listen to? And we have there's never a confusion. Like
Ain't no bumping.
no,
It's just like,
no nothing.
It
It's
ain't no
just-
well I said or well I think. It's because me and bro gonna talk on before we even get to set. We probably talked on the phone for 3-4 hours anyway. So you know we come in with a certified bona fide game plan and a way to attack these scenes.
Okay.
Period. You know what I mean? It's like we're not just bumbling idiots. You feel me?
Right.
We both specialists.
Okay. So how do y'all balance authenticity with making something that can sell globally? Like, how do y'all balance it?
When we make it, we just think it. We think it on back authenticity. We never think about selling globally, because when you start thinking about selling globally and reaching the masses, you lose what? Your authenticity. You know what I mean? So I think the best way for me is to don't even think about that. Like, if y'all like this shit, y'all like this shit. If y'all don't, y'all don't. You got to think about everything that's great that came out of this city was unapologetically what? Chicago. You know, when Chief Keef and them did their thing, them kids ain't care about them looking dirty as hell in their front room. You know what I mean? The music was great. You know what
No
I'm saying?
shade, though. No shade.
No. Them my
no
shorties.
shade.
Fuck it, we go back to the flick. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When they
for
was
sure.
doing their thing, they didn't care about motherfucking overalls
Right.
and the fucking in the braids
Yeah.
and,
In
you
the
know
barn?
what I mean? And the fucking barn, you know what I mean? Like the brat, you know what I mean? She dressed like a fucking boy, like you know what I mean? Like you got to just be unapologetically you, and the world gonna gravitate towards that, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think when we do our films, that's what we do. We just being us. Cause at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this: if me and Bo like it, shit, that's all that matters. You
That's
feel
it.
me?
That's it. That's all.
Hey, y'all welcome to join us, but shit,
Yeah.
me and G said this shit raw.
Right.
We like it.
Shit, nobody else's opinion matter.
Right.
You know what I'm
Nobody
saying?
else. We don't give a fuck.
For real. I
Nah.
feel you on that. For real. All right. Have y'all ever had to cut a scene because it was too real? No.
We had to cut a scene because it was too fake. I had to fire some motherfuckers.
Damn.
But, nah.
Yeah. We don't have to cut the scenes because it look fake and we got to go redo it. But
Yeah.
no, but that you know that go back to earlier conversation is like,
Pushing that line. You was
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. A lot of filmmakers they really don't try to push the line. They got like try to stay in. You remember the effect of when they seen Precious for the first time?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was almost like a no, right?
Yeah, it was. It was a no. What you
So,
mean?
like-
It was a no.
So we don't play by Hollywood rules. This is the independent. It's all every man for theyself. No whole bar. This the streets. This is the streets.
Yeah, I feel y'all.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the business portion. What's the biggest misconception about being a film director? Anybody can answer.
The biggest misconception,
Yeah.
man, that this shit is easy. I would think so. Like quite often, back when I was doing music videos, people would see me shooting these music videos with ease and would think I would, you know what question would drive me crazy,
What?
and it drives me crazy to this day when somebody say, "What camera you shoot with?" You feel me?
Right.
And it's just like, damn, that's it. Just what camera? It's like me and bro were just talking about this shit. The hammer didn't build a house. You feel me?
Right.
You don't ask the carpenter, man, what saw you use.
Right.
That
Right.
shit don't matter.
Right.
You feel me? Because the thing that he created with that was a feat, and it took skill.
Mm-hmm.
You don't fucking ask it, man, what drill you use.
Right.
They always ask, man, what camera you use. Like, shit.
Yeah.
It don't matter what camera. It's like, what's in my brain? What the skill? You know what I mean? Like, I would rather you ask how long it take you to write the script, OG. Man, how many days y'all was on set for that? But they always ask the most simplest shit, and that drives me crazy because I think that people give the tools more credit than the actual brain and thought that goes behind these projects and these productions. You know what I mean? Quite often I get it in my DM all the time. Man, what camera you use? What you shoot that movie with? And it's just like, man, shit. I got shot this motherfucker with you know what I'm saying? With my phone. It still was gonna come out the same.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like I've been asked that question before as well, and I had to tell a person like, I mean, I told them, but you know, cause I don't be like gatekeeping and no shit like that. But my thing is, I told them, I said, look, I can give you the ingredients to the same shit that I make, but your shit ain't gonna taste like mine.
Yeah.
We can have the same ingredients laid out.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, it's not gonna taste like mine.
Absolutely.
So I can tell you the whole game, but it's how you use it, like you said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never gatekeep anyway. When they ask me, I tell them. But at the end of the day, it's just like, what do you know about apertures? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know about, you know what I mean? Lens? Do you know about the science behind light, angles? You know, things of that matter. And you know, it's just often it's just like people tend to, like you say, man, they don't never want to give the artist the credit. So
Right.
you don't ask Basquiat what brush you use, right?
Exactly.
None
Exactly.
of that shit matter. It don't.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, and then what was that question again?
It was what's the biggest misconception about being a film director?
Okay, yeah. Is that a lot? Is that directors right? I used to think all directors wrote movies,
Right.
like before I started filming them.
Yeah.
And I was like, why ain't all the directors shooting movies? I was like, oh fuck, they gotta write it. It's a whole totally different thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people in Chicago, we dogs at jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
Like a director in Chicago, hey, you best believe
They gonna write.
not necessarily if he don't write, but he can shoot. Because the director don't shoot.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He shoot. He can edit sometimes. He can. You understand what I'm saying? Do light, cinematography, DP, gaff. Like it's multiple.
Set
It's multiple.
design.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it would be that. See, we take on all those titles every day.
It's Director Will Gates.
It's your boy Bo G Simmons. Make sure you tune in to CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time. You never heard radio like this.
But some people, yeah, they would either think that they do it all or they don't, but they don't in the real world.
Okay.
But that's our superpower.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we able to make the films we do and to crank them out, because a lot of stuff that a lot of directors would sit around and have to wait for somebody to do the job. Man, me and bro gonna split the workload and we gonna get it done collectively, and then we gonna go on to the next thing. So nobody gonna save us. We gotta save ourselves.
That's right. I'm telling you, you can't even wait for nobody to save you.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Is funding the hardest part or distribution? Which one harder? What's the real battle? Which one is the real battle? Funding or distribution?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Honestly, me and bro, we kind of been blessed in both of those realms, honestly, because we self fund. You know what I mean? Like I said, like prior to in the last question, we kind of do everything ourselves, so we save a tremendous amount of money there. And then we were blessed to have a great partner on the distribution end that's pretty transparent, and you know what I mean. We don't really have no problem with the distribution. Ain't nobody got caught with their hand in the cookie jar yet.
Okay.
So I think we pretty solid on those. You know what I mean? Not saying if y'all like what we could use funding. We could use your money. If you want to invest in the film, holla at me and Bo. And I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean. And to the meantime, between time, we gonna get it done.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's one of our specialties is the fact that that we don't even have to have funding to get something started.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We can get the ball rolling as long as we can get some good actors to get in front of the camera that won't smack us over our head.
Right.
Everything else, me and Will gonna be able to do. We wouldn't have to pay nobody to do nothing but act.
And that all rolls right into being a jack of all trades, because y'all got everything.
Plus, we already done spent the bag on our camera equipment. That shit
Right.
ain't cheap.
Right.
At all.
We spent the money already.
So, independent versus Hollywood. So for Chicago creators, is it better? I mean, I already know this answer, but I'm just gonna ask.
Yeah, no.
Is it better to go independent or chase the Hollywood deals?
Man, that's because going back to what I said, man. Ain't nobody gonna save us, man. You can wait around. I know a couple of my colleagues and my classmates. They still waiting. You feel me? And granted, I came out of film school and 20-some years ago. They still waiting. You know what I mean? They still got that script. They still waiting on the big Hollywood to read their script and save them. But nah, man. I think if you blessed to be in that Hollywood system and be able to get somebody to fund your dreams and let you do everything on a exaggerated scale, I'm with that as well. But Quentin Tarantino said it himself: if you want to make a film, man, pick up a camera and shoot it. So we live by that. We die by that. So as of right now, we just been picking up a camera and shoot it, and hopefully by our work and we showing and proving that we are capable of doing this with limited funding, that bigger budget will come. I know it's coming. Me and bro talk about this all the time. The money and the time is going to come where we're going to really be able to show you what we can do with the bigger budget. But until then, we not going to wait around and sit on our hands. May come, that big budget may come when we 20, 30 films up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But by then, what we have is equity in the game, and we have films that are, you know what I'm saying, that is helping us and preparing us to be able to do it with that big budget. Because I watch a lot of film directors get that budget and fuck it up because they never been in that situation. So by the time that those millions of dollars come from me and Bo, we gonna know exactly how to work it because we work with nothing. You know,
Right.
we've been eating canned spam all the time. So shit, when you finally give us that tomahawk, you know, with the butter, the truffle butter, man, we gonna eat.
You did.
Yeah, cause and we put ourselves in a good position for something like that because we test ourselves.
Okay.
Win for losing was a test on us. Like, you know, it's certain things in black films you can't get wrong. Like you can't have no food shootouts, no food fights, no food sex scenes, no food robbery scenes. It's just certain things that just like, man, come on now. You see how when he came in, dude act like he wasn't man, motherfucker with it. Like so having something like Win for Losing where we gotta have 4 of those type of acts come in and strong. We gotta rob a armored truck. This shit gotta look real. Like, no, y'all, Chicago is the harshest critics. They're gonna be on our ass. We gotta nail this shit. Even with the horror. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's come on now. We do like so we find ourselves putting ourselves in difficult situations. We'll be like, what's the hardest script we got to shoot? Which one is like, you know, level 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Okay, that one, that's 5. That's the hardest one. That's the one we going for next. Yeah. We are tackling the hardest shit. So by the time we get to this one right here, this a walk in the park. Oh, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got all of the this and that and this going on. Shit, nigga, this. So yeah. We test ourselves. You know what I'm saying? To put us in that situation and to follow up on what Will was saying. Yeah, if the table's set for you to take that situation in Hollywood, I mean, if that's what you're going for, definitely take it, you know. But right now, where the game is going in Chicago for Chicagoans, you know what I'm saying? With it's indie. Like I look at people like Shantae, that's been in so many independent films. Like I know her more than I know any other female that's on in Hollywood in Chicago, because she's stomping the pavement. Like, and we really watch. You know what I'm saying? So, man, whatever's best for you, just don't sit around and wait. Like Will said. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. He got people that he graduated 20-something years ago. They still waiting on that call.
Man, shit, that, I mean, y'all should have been or you more say should have been they motivation to get up off their ass and off their hands, because I mean, I'm pretty sure they have seen these films and projects that you have done since.
Yeah, but you got to think, man, the mind is very powerful, so you can talk yourself out of anything, you know what I mean? So
right.
Most of that shit, they be scared, you know what I'm saying? Because money ain't going to solve your problem. You know how many big budget films are shitty?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know how many big budget films are poorly directed? It's not going to save you. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to make sure that a particular group of people can make money to feed their fucking families. You know what I'm saying? For a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? A month or so. But you got to jump into this shit. You know what I'm saying? And figure it out. I'd rather fuck up learning than to get the bag and fuck up. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't gonna learn on nobody else dime.
When the bag come, I want to be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I've turned degree black belt.
I've turned down people offering hundreds of thousands of dollars to shoot a movie, and I'm not finna learn on they dime.
Right.
And I ain't trying to guarantee no turn around, get back on your bread. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on now, motherfucker offer you goddamn it that type of money to shoot movies. Motherfuckers is like they jumping on that shit. They ain't. When do we start? How much you finna dump in my bank account? Right. Motherfucker like nah, motherfucker ain't finna learn on your dime.
Right. Yeah, I can feel that though. I can feel that.
Mm-hmm. Don't learn on mine,
man, cause it ain't gonna save you, man. Like, man, 2025 was one of the worst years for Hollywood. You know, we watched several 40, 50, 60, 70, $100 million films tank at the box office. You know what I mean?
Flop.
Ain't gonna save you.
Wow. It's crazy.
And the fucking effects look shitty. You like, damn. You know what I'm saying? We watch a lot of movies. You like, God damn, they just did that for real? Like,
Damn. All right. Are Chicago rappers ready for real film roles, or are they still playing themselves?
It's Director Will Gates.
It's your boy Bo G. Simmons. Make sure you tune in to CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time. You never heard radio like this.
fuck it, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Man, I would love, in a perfect world, I would love to work with a lot of Chicago artists. You know what I'm saying, on a film level, but there is a sense of entitlement to where they feel as if they don't have to do the work. Far as like come to the table reads, they don't have to show up on time. They don't have to audition, and I think all of that is disrespectful to our craft as a whole. Now, there are some artists that's willing to do that and done that and have done that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, man, I wouldn't come and fuck with your craft. Like, I wouldn't tell you, man, book studio time and then show up 7 hours later.
Right.
Or I wouldn't come in your studio session and fucking bullshit on a rap. So it's just like, why would you come to our arena and think, you know what I'm saying, your persona is just going to be just enough? Because quite often, me and Bo, we going to cast you in a role that's completely opposite of yourself. We going to push you to the limit anyway if you say you want to do this. You know what I mean? It's a reason why we have the Jamie Foxxes, the Will Smiths and things, because these people took this shit seriously. Then we going to have the little actors that had a little cameo. Now, if you want a cameo role, I'm going to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you really taking on, like, man, we got 4 table reads and you're going to be there, and we got fucking 14 days of filming and you're going to be there, and we on set 15 hours a day and we probably eat once. You gonna be, if you commit to that, I'm with you. But if you want to be treated special because of what you did in the music world, nah, you got another thing coming. Not for me. Not for me.
Yeah, because everything Will said, and especially time, because time is our worst enemy.
Yep.
You feel me? We chasing sun every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every day we chasing the sun. With the music, you ain't chasing the sun. You know, I mean, I know how it is to be an artist. We late than a motherfucker. It's all that type of shit. Like, this ain't nothing fashionably that you need to show up fashionably late for. You know,
Right.
We got 6 locations today, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
you know.
Damn.
So like, talent wise, they ready,
Okay.
but maybe discipline wise, no.
Okay. That's
Because some of our best talent is rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like T-Man, Shmeen, you know what I'm saying? He a rapper, battle rapper, all that. Kohar, you seen him smash our first like 3 films. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, yeah, it's some rappers that can really act.
okay.
But is you disciplined?
Okay. What's one actor or artist you work with that surprised y'all?
T-Man.
T-Man. Okay. What about you, Will?
Cause I been knew Cole was cold. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna say cold hard. I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know. That brother, one time we was just bullshit no set, and he cried like on cue. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, say that for the camera. But he was just showing me like, nigga, I could do it. So yeah, man, that brother's very, very talented. And then a close runner up, like you say, man, Shmeen is one of those kids, man, that, and if he stick with it, he gonna be something very, very special. Pretty much, man, like our whole crew, man, we watched them grow. You know what I'm saying? Don Ingram, I watched that kid grow. You know, Age, I watched her grow. You know, Corey Brooks, I watched him grow. You know what I mean? A lot of the actors, man. A lot of our home teamers, man, we watched them grow into something special.
Okay.
Katie Young Cocky surprised me
Mm.
when we filmed Graduate.
Okay.
He did a good job, surprisingly. But I mean, you know, shit. I always said I'm gonna be like, man, you know, if you could rap really good, if you're an artist, you can sing good or whatever, you're a good entertainer. Oh man, your acting should be a cakewalk.
Oh yeah, we can't
for you,
forget.
man.
Listen, we can't forget, man, the VIP of them all, T Smooth, man.
Okay.
Cause we thought like we gave him his first lead.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that, him becoming, you know what I'm saying, Homeboy the Clown
He did a
was
great job.
something that he really had to dig into somewhere that he wasn't necessarily familiar with, but he was willing to, you know what I'm saying, listen and learn. You know what I mean? Just far as like just even cutting his fucking beard off twice and walking around looking like goddamn raper man.
Yeah.
You know, that showed his dedication to the craft, man. So I can't never ever forget him and forget what he did. And to this day, he called me and people be recognizing him for the movie. So it's just like, yeah, he surprised me.
Yeah, he did everybody did a great job, man. Like for real.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think he was gonna cut his fucking facial hair off. You know what I mean? Like he was like,
so was that was like an actual requirement for the role, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Because we had a vision of the character Gary from the get go. Like everything you seen Gary do was by design, from his clothing, you know what I'm saying, his face expression. The only thing we didn't get to do, you know what I mean, due to timing and budget wise, we wanted to give him like a little scar, droopy type shit. But other than that, he turned out exactly how Gary was supposed to be. A big, menacing, strong fucking psychopath. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, man. That movie was awesome, man. For real. So, if Netflix called tomorrow, what kind of story would y'all refuse to tell?
Shit. Man,
Like
that's
that's
a tough fucking question. But for me, man, I would refuse to tell some bullshit. Like if I had, I probably wouldn't tell another slave story.
Yeah,
honestly,
enough of those.
I feel as if there's a million stories out here to be told. You know what I mean? And I don't want to see my people getting whipped and portrayed as, you know what I'm saying, as livestock. Yeah. I mean, I think we've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? So I would probably turn down the slave shit for sure.
Okay. What about you?
I wouldn't do nothing that I feel like I was compensating my integrity in any belief that I have, or anything that anything that I may feel do any physical, mental, or spiritual number on my people. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I can see, like, oh no, I see what this work really is, and they trying to do it for us, on us, for us, and I will refuse to be the catalyst for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Cause you'll know what it is.
Yeah.
You'll know what it is.
Yeah.
Like fuck it, say case in point. If I would have, or we would have got this script for Chirac, I know for a fact me and bro would have said hell no.
Without no tweaks though, like y'all wouldn't try to
ain't
tweak it or
listen,
nothing.
that story was told exactly the way they wanted it to be told. I would have said no. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chance. Chance was one of those guys. He read the script. He was like, "Nah, I'm out." You know.
Shout out to Chance.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so yeah, that type of shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like bro said, if anything to go against our moralities, our beliefs, and anything that is set in place to hurt our culture and our people. You feel me?
Yeah,
like we have a due diligence to make sure that these stories get told in a way that it's handled with care. You know what I'm saying? And delicate. So me and bro always talk about in life, you know what I'm saying, there's no black and white, there's gray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody's really good, nobody's really bad, but we ain't gonna glorify nothing. We ain't gonna glorify the bullshit. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? But if in our story, to tell his story correctly, the bad guy has to win, guess what? The fucking bad guy gonna win. There's no more morality clause. But in a certain case where we know, man, this bad guy, this shit is gonna end bad for him, it's gonna end bad for him. We don't manipulate and fuck with these stories to try to, because the minds are impressionable. Like you said, You know, we dress. We want Chicago was really engulfed in West Coast culture. You know, like we were a little younger, but with the Dickie suits and you know what I mean, just the gangster culture and shit. That shit was really impressionable on us. You know, fucking. Not to say it was intentional. With New Jack City, but you know what I'm saying, New Jack City was one of those fucking movies that was like you had to be careful. You know what I mean? Scarface, you had to be careful. And I'm not saying they did it. You know what I'm saying? They did anything wrong, but motherfuckers took a great story and fucking took exactly what we didn't want you to take out of it. Like, man, it's a precautionary tale. Like, they both fucking died, but we somehow our culture is like, fuck all that shit. But this nigga was dope. He lived a great dope ass lifestyle. I'm Nino Brown. I'm fucking Scarface, and it's like, no, y'all missing the point. You know what I'm saying?
It's Director Will Gates.
It's your boy Bo G. Simmons. Make sure you tune in to CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time. You never heard radio like this.
So we make sure that you don't, those points don't get missed. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, and I heard Netflix don't play that good anyway. You know, what I mean? They at like the bottom of the list anyway. So if they gonna be trying to come talking about they want us to do something that's compensating our integrity, you know what I'm saying? We barely see what y'all just did for Matt Damon and what's buddy name?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Shout out to Ben Affleck.
Okay.
All right, they did my homie my mentor, man. They did Cootie justice though. Cootie for the win.
Yeah, shout out
Cootie
to
for the win. Chicago for the win. Jesus.
Yeah, shout out to Cootie for sure. Let's talk about legacy. What did y'all have to unlearn to elevate in this industry?
For me, I had to stop asking people for validation and asking people's opinion and just really putting it all on the line and rolling the dice and betting on myself.
Absolutely.
And once I started to bet on myself, I started to really see what God had in store for me and planned for me, because you got to think, coming from my background, I shot music videos and shot documentaries, you know what I'm saying, my whole life. So my whole life, a career's work was dedicated to making other people look good. But this film shit that me and Bo got going, this is for us, man. This our legacy. Long after we gone, our movie's gonna be alive.
Yep.
I mean, long after we gone, our kids gonna be able to collect whatever residuals that may be. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that feels amazing, because I done shot a lot of dope music videos and done a lot of dope things, and I don't see a penny off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got paid up front, and I ain't saying that it was wrong, but I dedicated a lot of time and energy to that life when I should have been, you know what I'm saying, here. But I also believe that everything happens for a reason, and it's all on God's timing, because me and Bo been knowing each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ask yourself, man, well, y'all could have been did this, but the timing wasn't right.
Right.
You feel me? You know what I mean? The higher powers, it wasn't that time. We both were going on our journeys and preparing us to meet up and do exactly what we doing right now. You feel me? So, yeah, I just had to, focus on yourself, man. Focus on what you love. You know what I mean? And no disrespect or nothing to none of the artists that I've worked with. I mean, I've traveled the world. I've done a lot of dope things, but this right here, this movie shit, every day, man, me and bro talk about doing anything about film. I just feel good because I know it's for me and him. You know what I'm saying? It's for us.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And we're able to help other people who necessarily would never ever had a chance or didn't know how to start in this industry. We're providing that platform. So that alone, man, makes me feel fulfilled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. Man, you know, we live a life of programming and unprogramming our whole life, you know what I'm saying? So learning and unlearning, man, that's just what we do. We learning as we go. You know, me and Will, like, yeah, we teachers, but we also lifetime students. You understand what I'm saying?
Learn something every day.
Yeah, and you know, we Sagittariuses, man. We adventurers. we don't know what's next, but we willing to go.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we both have that mind state with us both being Sagittarius. Like, so being ready for what's new and what's next to come without knowing, but just knowing that it's gonna be something great. I think that gives us the ability to be able to reprogram and unlearn and learn at a vast pace, you know what I'm saying, and have fun while doing it. I think we look forward to that, you know, because we don't like to just stay in the same. I mean, our movies give you a great expression of that example of how we'll hit you with a drama, a thriller, a horror, a sci-fi, supernatural. Like we, you know what I'm saying? We like the hyper kid in that situation. Yeah, and then like he said about leaving a legacy, that's definitely what we doing, and it's even doper that that is a part of indie filmmaking in Chicago, which has never really been, you know, happened before. This is all history in the making right now. You've never had this many filmmakers from Chicago releasing as many films and TV series as being released right now. This is like the golden era of independent film, just like the flick, Do or Die, the Triple Darkness, you know what I'm saying? Psycho, like the whole drama, like that whole bow, like this is that for the indie film world right now. And when we look, hey, it's been like what? I see the thing right there. It say Class of '96 tour. So it's 2026. That's 30 years. So like 30 years from now, they're gonna be talking about our films. You know what I'm saying, in Chicago, because I can see it growing and being and becoming bigger than we could have even imagined. For those to come underneath us, you know what I'm saying. It may be someone who's 12 years old right now, and by the time he become 20, he like the next Spike Lee of Chicago, like bread and butter with it, like, you know what I'm saying. And just being a part of that groundbreaking era, it breathes legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Aim to inspire, just like I was inspired. You know what I mean? Watching Belly, I want people to look at me and Bo's work and look at our legacy and be inspired. You know what I mean? Like, we come from nothing. You know what I mean? Prior to, we didn't know no black film directors. Shit, I ain't know no film director. If you know what I'm saying? Outside of color, I didn't know no film directors at all. So for people to be able to touch us and contact us and say I love your films, or when the next audition, you know what I mean? That right there alone makes me feel good, and it just reminds me every day of why I do it, because it was a time then where we sitting around wishing we could be in a movie, wishing somebody would come here and film some shit. I mean, wishing. We ain't wishing no more. We doing.
And y'all definitely doing, because another quick shameless plug. I had the opportunity and the pleasure and, you know, all that of being on set. You know what I'm saying, in one of their movies, Win for Losing. I actually had a cameo as the DJ in the club. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
that was a good
that,
look,
man.
man.
We need you to come back, brother. You feel me? You went missing, man.
For sure. For sure. But yeah, man, like when y'all working, y'all are zoned. Y'all like in it. You feel me? Like right now we having this conversation, but it's nothing like that on set. Like y'all are literally on it, like in y'all mode. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we definitely don't come to play at all, man. We unorthodox like a motherfucker. Like most people be drawn back when they see Bo spark up his doobie and shit. But it's just like, man, it ain't no different than a fucking being on set with a director that's a chain smoker that smokes 60 cigarettes, or fucking taking a drink, or he got some vodka in his fucking coffee mug. You know what I mean? So it's just like, for all y'all actors out there, man, don't be so judgmental, because you know what I mean, we really know what we doing. We take pride in what we doing, and we good at what we doing. So, you know what I mean, put all that bullshit aside, put all what you used to, because there's no one set is alike. So, you know what I'm saying, just give us that chance and give us that benefit of the doubt. Come see us work, be a part of this magic, man, and get you some speaking roles, you know. You ain't got to just be in the background, you know. Fuck with some independent filmmakers, man, you know.
And shit, you know, you ask around though. I set to be fun as hell, man. We have so much fun doing what we
for
doing.
sure
Like
y'all
like
do.
that's the number one thing. I ain't finna be doing something all 12 hours a day, day in and day out, something that I can't have fun with while I'm doing
For
it.
sure.
That's why I do what I do, because we love it. The passion that we have, we can't not have not fun. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's no way that we can't have fun, and we make it. We a different experience. Damn near a lot of actors that come work with us that done been on a lot of other sets and then worked in, even ones that done worked on the Chicago PDs and everything. They just be like, man, y'all shit just so different. It's so warm, and it's just, you know what I'm saying?
It's director Will Gates.
It's your boy Bo G Simmons. Make sure you tune in to CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time. You never heard radio like this.
And the fun that we have, and yeah. We different when it comes to that.
Yeah, but energy is everything too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bingo.
you know what I'm saying? Energy is everything. So when y'all on set, you know, it's a warm feeling. It's fun. It's like everything you just said, you know, but that's the energy of it. That's the energy of it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't uptight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, oh, like motherfuckers walking on eggshells. Like you said, y'all unorthodox, you know, but all that shit work. You know what I'm saying? It all works. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like about y'all, for real.
Yeah, we like a beautiful mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like Will said, don't judge the process. We unorthodox. But guess what? We get to the finish line, and a lot of the times we get there before someone that be judging it. We lap them, actually. They be like, how is his shot going in? They looking at Cartwright from the free throw line, but he the best. He got the highest percentage free throws of the whole team, right? Bill Cartwright, 90-something% from the free throw line. But how's that going in? Don't worry,
You got
it's
a lot of
going in.
people that act how they think a director's supposed to be instead of who they really are. You feel me?
Right.
Hey, you peasant, get over here.
Right,
Or,
right.
Don't talk to me. I'm the director.
right,
It's just
right.
like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta act. You ain't gotta act like
Yeah,
that.
you ain't
feel
gotta be
me?
like
You
that.
know?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
if that's not you. Now, if you an asshole, be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? That's you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you ain't an asshole, don't act like an asshole because
Right.
you think that's how a director's supposed to act.
Exactly.
Nah, that ain't.
Yeah, that
that
shit
ain't-
there,
that
that's
ain't what it
crazy.
is.
Hey, so that would have been a good answer for that other question. One of the biggest misperceptions of it.
Yep. Sure is. All right. What do y'all want y'all name to mean when people say it in this city? Start with you, Bo.
Man.
Like when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all want y'all name to mean when people say it in this city?
Man, so many things, but definitely I'm trying to think of that word. It was just on the tip of my tongue. That's a hard one, because we definitely the men of many words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
You know,
say for instance, somebody.
just like savant.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, I've always just been able to overcome every situation and been able to reinvent myself over and over and over again, stronger and stronger each time. You feel me? Just struggle, like the definition of, man, from shit to sugar, from ground up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So that's a long conversation, cause
Okay.
no, like,
Okay. What about you, Will?
Man, I want, when people think of me, I want them to think the same thing when they think of Spike Lee. When you think of Spike Lee, what do you think? New York. When you think of John Singleton, what do you think? L.A. So when they say Will Gates, I want you to think Chicago, filmmaker, the culture. I'm big on culture. I've dedicated 22 years of my life to pushing the culture forward. So I just want you to think, man, when you think of Chicago filmmakers, man, I want you to think about Will Gates. You know what I mean? I really, really, really pull for that. Nothing more, nothing less. I just want you to think it, man. Will Gates is a true Chicago filmmaker. You think of John Hughes, man. He brought a lot of film. All his films are always Chicago based. From Home Alone to, you know what I'm saying, Paris Bueller, The Breakfast Club, all, you know what I mean? So I want to build that. I want my name to be tied to that. And I don't want it to just be hood films. I want it to be Chicago horrors, Chicago action films, Chicago heist films, you know what I mean? Espionage films, whatever. But it's just, you going to know it's Will. I know that's Will. You know what I mean? Even if we do a superhero film, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Good answers. Good answers.
Definitely.
All right, we almost at the end, y'all. Say, for instance, if a kid from out south on 79th or a kid from out west on Madison is watching this interview right now, what's the first move they should make towards directing?
Man, finding some people that's willing to just put in the same time and effort as him. Cause if he trying to direct to shoot a movie or something, if he doesn't already have a script, he gonna have to find some actors. So finding some close friends around, family members that won't care, you know what I'm saying, and go with what you got, and don't wait. And bro, off your phone. This joint right here, you can shoot a really nice movie with this phone right here. You can shoot movies better than half of the people out here that's shooting independent movies. Like no cap. So just do it. Just go. Don't wait for nothing. You don't need nothing but you. Like Will said earlier, it ain't the tool, it's you. You know what I'm saying? A butter knife gonna get through that dough too. You know, so if that's what you got, go. Just don't hold back, Joe. Just find some people that believe in you and believe in themselves enough to want to show up and have your shit in order. You know what I'm saying? Do your due diligence, do your research. So when them people do show up, you ain't wasting their time. And then they don't feel like their time is wasted. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, yeah, I'm coming out there to help out Lil Bro. And shit, he got it together. Shit, we was up out of that. And hell yeah, I'm going back again. You know what I'm saying? So don't do your due diligence so that way when they do show. So yeah, man, just go. And don't worry about what nobody say. And don't worry about the quality of nothing or what they gonna say, because you building, you growing, and that's the best place to be, because it's more appreciated when they was with you in the beginning, and then when you get your shit together and it's glass, and like it means more. Now you got motherfuckers coming and bringing old pictures and old this and that, and then 20 years later reunions, and they be like, oh damn boy, I remember that. Yeah, that was now it become cult classic. Like, so yeah, just don't worry what they say and go. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And then another thing too, when you don't worry about what people say, that actually gives you room to grow. You know what I'm saying? It gives you more head space to grow. You feel me? Because if you worried about what people say, like they say, if you live by what's the saying? If you live by the wait, how it go? If you live by the applause, you'll die by the boos. You feel me? Yeah, have y'all heard that saying before?
Nah, but that's real. That's one of the ones.
Yeah. If you live by the applause, you will die by the boos. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about what nobody talking about. Just do what y'all got to do out here. You feel me? And just keep it moving. That's it. That's all. About a couple more rapid fire questions, and then we out of here, y'all. Rapid fire questions. Indie film or major studio?
It depends.
Okay.
Both.
All right. Gritty realism or cinematic masterpiece?
Both.
All right.
Combine the two.
Then you got some shit.
Yeah.
One Chicago actor who's next?
Oof. Vincent Ferner and Val Kimball.
All right.
Man, I'm gonna go. Since he named that, he named the guys. I'm gonna go with our girls. I'm gonna say Asia Clark and Karen Lee.
All right. And there you have it, y'all. You know what I'm saying, man? I just want to appreciate y'all, man, and thank y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? man, this is one of the ones right here. You feel me?
Nah, real life. Hey, quick question though.
Yeah.
That was a quick question.
Alright.
Is that a Grammy right there, my brother?
Well, this is it. It is, but it ain't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is just motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, I was just watching them, just looking. I'm like, damn, like, boom, with the Grammy. But then I'm looking directly ahead at the belly joint.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm just like, man, the energy is here. I like to absorb all that, that good kind of energy.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah,
You know
but that's my motivation.
Nah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
a hell of a motivation.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? It's a hell of a motivation.
It's Director Will Gates.
It's your boy Bo G Simmons. Make sure you tune in to CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time. You never heard radio like this.
Yeah, man. So check it out, y'all. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in right now. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. You know, turn your notifications on so you don't miss the next episode. But before we go, man, let everybody know where they can reach y'all at.
Man, who is _Bo on Instagram. On Facebook is Bo G Simmons. You can follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Nova Films. You feel me? Get out your boy. I'm on that.
Yeah, man. On Instagram, it's Director Will Gates, the one without the underscore, because they gotta. It's somebody out here acting like me.
Oh, yeah, I've
So
had that
it's the
happen
real.
before.
Listen, Director Will Gates, no underscore, no space, no none of that shit. Make sure y'all subscribe on my YouTube channel, man. Open World Films. I'm this close to, man, get my plaque for 100,000 subscribers, man. I'm at 84,000, man. Push me to the limit, y'all.
Man,
You know
y'all
what
go
I'm saying?
ahead, y'all. Hit that subscribe button.
And on Facebook, man, William Gates.
All right. Shannon the Shooter.
I'm sorry, could I say something else? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
Hey, man, make sure y'all go watch Win for Losing, streaming now on Tubi. Make sure you go watch The Candy Store, streaming now on Tubi, Amazon Prime, and YouTube. And also watch Cap and Gown, that's streaming on Tubi. Seekers of a Side Chick, streaming on Tubi. Blindsided, coming real soon. It's going to be streaming on Tubi. Preacher's Truth, coming soon. It's going to be streaming on Tubi, and who knows what else. Grab the Wheel, coming soon. It's gonna be streaming on, I don't know, but just, man, make sure y'all support anything that has Will Gates, Bo Simmons name on it, man, because we need it. We couldn't do it without y'all.
Man. Shannon the Shooter.
What I'm doing.
Where they can reach you at?
I don't want to be reached.
All right.
Oh man, that's gonna make niggas look even more like, man, why she don't want to be rich?
It's your girl, Shannon Clay. You can reach me on Instagram at Shannon_Clay821, on Facebook at Shannon Clay, and on Twitter at I am Shannon Clay. Make sure you tune in to CRSMG Radio, all music all the time, and make sure you subscribe to all of our social media sites. And what's the YouTube page? CRSMG TV,
CRSMG TV.
where you can find Conversations with QBall.
Absolutely. And make sure y'all following me on Instagram at I am DJ QBall. All right.
Hey, this is dope. This shit give off Joe Rogan vibes, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Make sure y'all download the CRSMG Radio app. It's free in the App Store. And if you on the Android, CRSMGradio.com. All right? Y'all be peaceful out there and y'all be safe. Peace, 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 peace.